What's up, everyone? Morey Croson here from the Performance Lab of California, and we're doing another breakdown here today on Isaiah Simmons. Obviously, holy smokes, 4'3" at 6'3" and 5/8", 240 pounds is absolutely unbelievable. And so I had to do a breakdown right away. I've got a good amount of breakdowns that I've already done of the combine. I'm just going to space them out so we don't just do a whole bunch of videos all at one time. Obviously going to be able to, spread this out over a couple days here. But I had to immediately do this Isaiah Simmons breakdowns because 4'3" just absolutely crazy. Before I hop into it, though, just if you like the videos, go ahead and like and subscribe our channel. We really appreciate it. And, go ahead and turn on the push notifications so you can get more information about how you can run faster, how you can throw the ball better, how you can jump higher, how you can stay healthy. We just want to be able to pack you guys with as much information as you possibly can get and being able to perform better. And without further ado, let's hop into this Isaiah Simmons breakdown. Excellent first step, right? And what comes time and time again is that ability to really bend that front knee forward and then really get full extension from that position and pick up a good amount of space. You can't have too much of that front foot where you end up, pushing back underneath you. I see a lot of guys that go and reach with that front foot and not be able to get that front foot down. Isaiah Simmons is another one who runs an elite time, who did a great job being able to extend out with that front leg, and then from there, get that foot right down and just maintains excellent extension on each one of the steps, right? So all the way through, as he's pushing off, he's doing a great job getting extension all the way through that back leg, right? You want to be able to maintain that extension there, but then still have the speed to be able to drive that foot back forward and through and get that ball your foot down and keeping the heel off the ground. Before I go too much into it, actually, I wanted to say that Isaiah Simmons, just for some of you guys out there, I know there's a lot that are watching this that would that it could be in high school right now and trying to figure out how to run a little bit better. And, Isaiah Simmons was a 3-star coming out of high school. Very, very overlooked. The Clemson staff did a great job being able to, search for him and ended up finding him. But point being is that there's a lot of guys that I think have, might be feeling like they're overlooked. And, Isaiah Simmons is obviously a great example of somebody who was overlooked and continued to work harder and used it as a way to, fuel his motivation to be able to succeed at the highest level. So, for everybody out there that is, maybe going through a difficult time or whatever, just remember or feel like you're not getting seen, right? Isaiah Simmons was in that same boat and was able to persevere. So keep on going, keep on working, keep on getting better, and your day will come. The cream will always rise to the top is what my dad would always say. It's like a milk reference. But anyway, we'll go ahead and go into the breakdown again. So, he is a little bit different. He's similar to like Usain Bolt. I mean, Usain Bolt's obviously 6'5". He's, 6'3" and 5'8", but, he's running a 40-yard dash where, he needs to be upright a lot earlier. So he ends up being very, very tall very early into the race. A lot of actually shorter guys would actually be staying down a little bit longer. He doesn't have that luxury and really has to be able to drive his spine up into the air pretty early into the race to be able to really maximize his speed. But what a beautiful job of being able to fully extend. If you watch a lot of these videos, you can see how some of the guys, they look like their legs just stay bent the whole time, right? And when they're running, and you can just see, even when you're watching live, their legs just seem like they're bent, like they don't fully extend. They don't really open up, would be the way to really explain that the best that you can. And this is obviously a good example of somebody that does open up. And what causes you to be able to open up is actually your ability to push off that back leg and maximize the ability to drive that leg back forward and through. So if you're not pushing out that back leg and then bringing the leg back forward and through, then you end up being inefficient in your actual running form. And you could see that he does a great job of not bringing that heel too high up in front of him. I see a lot of guys, they get their foot back up to here or their heel up to here, and then they have to drop their foot back down. And then by the time they go and they take their next step, now they have to just go and touch right down, straight down to the ground, which it gives them that look where they're not totally opening up, where you could see Isaiah Simmons here does a great job of being able to keep that leg through, so now he can extend that knee. It's key to be able to extend that knee while driving it back down. See how he does a great job of extension, pulling that leg back underneath to make it so he's trying to land with his foot right underneath his hip. You can see his heels right about there. He's landing on the ball of his foot, so he's in an excellent position. And more importantly, what's even more impressive about this is that he's almost 6'4", almost 240 pounds, and at 23 yards, he's already able to reach his max speed, basically. So he's going to be able to cover huge amounts of ground in the NFL. I mean, he's going to be like the next John Taylor. He's just going to have that much of a dominance in the game because, you just can't teach somebody that's this big and this fast. So I'm super excited to watch him already. But the going back into the actual form, look at the position of the spine in relation to the hip and how well he does in controlling that on each one of the steps, right? So even as he's getting going here, he's really doing a great job. And he actually has a little bit of an asymmetry here, actually, with that left leg. He gets a little bit too far back behind him with this left leg and lets that spine come a little bit too far out in front. You can see that here. Look how his left leg, see how his foot goes way up over the top here and then has to cycle back underneath. That's what I was talking about, that you almost kind of want to avoid, where this right side does a better job of coming straight up and through. He's a little bit more efficient on his right side. So he's got a little bit of an asymmetry right there, a little bit worried about that. That's definitely not a good thing to have. But, I was going to say that his spine, look at how upright he is within his spine and how he's able to maintain a very, very good position. I made a video, that I'll end up posting as well, where you could see a lot of guys that end up going forward with their spine and leaning too far forward as they're running. Even with the linebackers, you saw that a lot with some of the linebackers, and their form is that they were just like almost look like they're stumbling forward as they're trying to run, which is going to impact their ability to reach their max speed. If you're falling too far forward, then what you're doing is you don't have the hip flexor strength, right? You're not able to drive your knees forward and as fast and as strong and powerfully as you can to be able to maintain that balance. You're going to be able to push off the ground excellently like Isaiah Simmons does. Look, he does a great job of pushing off the ground, but then after he pushes off the ground, he immediately drives that knee right back forward and through, which makes it so he's able to maintain that spine position. If you're pushing off the ground and not able to bring that knee forward and through, now what's going to end up happening is your chest is going to come forward instead of your knee coming up, right? So you want to be able to maintain that spine upwards, so then you could drive that knee up, which then allows you to be able to get that full extension in the leg. Excellent job of getting that full extension within the leg, though. I mean, great job of having power as well as flexibility. I would say that, for me, in terms of what's helped me really gaining a whole nother level of speed has been the flexibility that I'm able to develop within myself, and then really being patient in my flexibility and allowing that to make it so I can get a lot faster. So, and I'm going to end up making a video too that shows some of the improvements that, I've made over the last 6 to 8 months. So, yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching these videos. We have a bunch of cool things that we're offering right now. 7 days free trial. We have a free mechanics guide. We have a 40-yard dash program. We have a combine program. So if you have any questions, I'm going to put all the description, the links below. So if you guys have any questions, then let us know. We want to be able to help out you guys in making it so you can run faster and hopefully making it so you can really achieve the next level, the highest level of success in football and in your overall running capabilities. So, definitely excited to see what unfolds in the month of March, because I think that we're really going to be able to offer you guys some great stuff, and so stay tuned for that. And looking forward to help out as many of you guys as you can. To close here, if you guys have anything that you would like to see, don't hesitate to reach out. I want to be able to help you out. So either leave a comment, you can send me an email, whatever the case may be. I'd be happy to hear from you. All right, we'll talk soon.